It is very seldom that a TV show simply sweeps me off my feet. I am pretty fussy when it comes to TV shows, and I often give up on them halfway if they don't grab my attention from the beginning. Maniac was a show released on Netflix on the 21st of September of 2018, and this was one of those shows that blew my mind. I generally like what Netflix distributes, but I take time to watch a show and invest in it, no matter where I watch it. But every once in a while, they release something, Netflix, that completely grabs me from the beginning to end. Maniac was one of these shows, and quite honestly, I think it's my favorite show of this year so far, and the most impressive show Netflix has released since Dark and Stranger Things. And yes, I have a weird taste in shows apparently, but this show really was incredible, and I'm going to tell you exactly why I loved it so much. There may be spoilers ahead. Emma Stone and Jonah Hill are the show's leads. This is their first time on screen together since Superbad. Crazy, right? Emma Stone plays Annie, who's dealing with a lot of trauma following some tragic past events, and Jonah Hill plays Owen, an isolated individual who doesn't quite know where he fits in and looks down on himself because he believes he may have schizophrenia, which has made him incredibly sick. Both of these characters enroll in a pharmaceutical trial, an MPB, which seem to have some secrets of their own. This trial is meant to solve all their problems in life. The trial puts our leads in a dreamlike state, where they live out a number of different realities and experiences. The show wouldn't work without the excellent performances by both Jonah Hill and Emma Stone. Their acting range in this show is absolutely incredible. They in a way are playing characters who live out lives of different realities of their characters, if that makes any sense at all. Simply put, it's damn impressive. These roles are completely different to any of their past roles if I recall correctly. At times it almost seems like they're acting as opposites of characters they've acted as in the past. Each version of their characters they portray are just as interesting as their original characters in the show. You end up caring for all these different versions of essentially the same character. In each reality, we as an audience start to uncover more and more about Annie and Owen and their lives. I love these characters so much. The show does such an incredible job of keeping us in the characters' heads. We are often given information our characters are given and interpret that alongside them. The show also lets us observe and gives us room to do so, making all these realities extremely interesting because us as an audience are given time to understand them and see our characters live in them. They feel lived in, authentic, and very real, even in the more whimsical type realities. The show does some incredible and impressive world building. An example of this would be the reality the show starts in. I guess the real life in the context of the show. This reality is full of ads, personalized by real people, who bombard you with information and products and services. I found this quite humorous, and I also found it quite sad, as it is essentially a reflection of current society, personalized by real people. The world almost seems to be a spin on today's society, told within an 80s context. That's at least how I interpret it. Cary Fukunaga does an incredible job directing the show. The tone always feels familiar, even in these different realities. The show is completely unique and original. It's incredibly cinematic, and each episode ties so well into the episode before and after. It feels like a really long film. It captures that dreamlike essence so incredibly well, and at times it feels like you're in a dream watching it. Look, it's a unique show. It may not be everyone's cup of tea, but this show has a lot of heart to it. It has incredible characters and world building. It's sad, funny, and happy, and this is one of the reasons why I absolutely love Netflix. This show probably was a massive risk to make, but Netflix, trusting in its creators, has resulted in one of the best, if not the best, show of this year. The show made me laugh and cry. It's a beautiful story of two people becoming the hero of their own stories and the hero of each other's stories. It's just beautiful. And that is why I love Maniac. Thanks so much for watching this, everyone. As always, I'm extremely grateful for every single one of you. I'd love to keep this conversation going down in the comments below, so feel free to comment down there. And also, I'm incredibly close to 100 subscribers, which I'm actually incredibly excited for. So if you have not smashed that subscribe button yet, go do that. I'd love it if you did that. You could be the 100th subscriber, just saying. And then, I know this video is late this week, but next week's video is going to be hitting the web next week. Interpret that how you will. And for those who couldn't find the Easter egg last week, It was here. It was here in last week's video, right at the end. Lawrence and Caleb found it, so good job to those guys. They personally messaged me and they were incredibly excited for finding it, even that I gave some of them clues of where it could be. So congratulations to them, I guess. But yeah, this Easter egg this week should be pretty obvious. But yeah, thanks so much for watching this video, guys. I'm gonna go to bed, I'm super tired. I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.